All right, so yesterday we learned about the life cycle of a flower and how we learned that a cycle means that it goes over and over and over again. So now we are going to learn about the life cycle of a frog. We are going to learn how a frog grows and changes. Frogs are amphibians. Amphibians live part of their life in the water and part of their life on land. So they are both aquatic creatures and land creatures. Very young frogs don't look like their parents. They go through many changes as they grow. Wow, look at all the different frogs there are. There are a lot of different frogs, but they all have the same life cycle. First, a frog begins as an egg. This kind of reminds me of a seed, like in our plant life cycle. They start out very small, and it almost looks like there's seeds inside of these little eggs. I wonder what other animals and creatures start off as eggs. That's the first stage, an egg. Then stage 2. Next, the frog is a tadpole. A tadpole is a young frog with a tail. Whoa, look at this long tail. And no legs. It breathes and swims in water. But wait a second. I know that frogs have arms and legs, but they don't have arms and legs here. They just have a tail, and it almost looks like a spine. Like I have a spine that goes down my back, and it helps move my arms and legs and helps me stand up straight and sit up straight. I wonder if this spine and this frog, I wonder if it helps them move too. I almost see little eyes here too. And it is so neat how they breathe and swim in water. Let's learn about stage 3. Ooh, this is starting to look more like a frog now, but look, it still has that crazy long tail. A tadpole grows and becomes a young frog. A young frog has legs. So first it started off as an egg with no legs and no tail. And then it went to a tadpole where it had a head and a tail, but no arms and legs. And now it's a young frog and it has legs. It's starting to look more like a frog. Let's learn about stage 4. The young frog's legs grow stronger and its tail gets smaller. It is now an adult frog. Now, this definitely looks more like a frog that I'm used to seeing. Wow, it doesn't really have a tail anymore, but its legs are big and strong. Whoa, here's a picture of the life cycle of a frog. It starts out as an egg, then it goes to a tadpole. Do you see those arrows? It's helping us follow the timeline of a frog's life cycle. It starts as an egg and then goes to a tadpole with the long tail, and then a young frog with the skinny little legs and a little tiny tail. And then it grows to an adult frog, and then that adult frog lays eggs. And then the eggs turn into a tadpole, and the tadpole turns into a young frog, and the young frog turns into an adult frog, and then that adult frog lays eggs. Then those eggs become a tadpole, and then the tadpole becomes a young frog, and the young frog becomes an adult frog, and it goes over and over and over. So here's my instructions for you. I would like for you to draw the life cycle of a frog. Remember to add the arrows to show the path that it goes on. I want you to draw the stages, 4 stages: egg, tadpole, young frog, adult frog. And I want you to label which stage that you drew on each one, okay? Because sometimes your tadpoles might look like your eggs, and I don't really know what you meant to draw. So make sure that you label it. All right, and add lots of color to your picture. I want to see your beautiful work. Send me a picture when you're done.